All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to LisaBug Mind Body Blend, where we fuse a lot of formats together to create a well-rounded workout program that involves balance, stability, flexibility, strength, length, all of those things worked together. We'll start with a little bit of Tai Chi inspired movements just to center the body, get us moving. I have hand weights. And our strength training today is going to be unilateral movements. So we'll do both arms at the same time or both legs, but then we'll focus on singles and then what I call a running movement. So we can either do one arm and then the other, or we can run them back and forth simultaneously. So there's always movement occurring. So we'll be doing that with several of our strength training exercises today. I have a chair for a little bit of balance, and of course my mat to come down for floor work. So let's get started in Wide Wu Chi. Clear your space. A little bit of a turnout of the toes. And if you feel comfortable, close your eyes for just a second. When we have our vision removed, we can bring our awareness a little bit more internally to how our body is feeling this morning. And bring your awareness to your breathing. And find a pace, a rhythm with the breath. So we match the length of the inhalation to the exhalation. Feel a connection in your abdominal muscles, a connection in the muscles of your upper back, slightly drawing your shoulder blades back and down. And then we'll blink our eyes open and let the palms face your body as you inhale, and then exhale, press down away. Palms come up toward your body and down. So as always with LisaBug classes, you choose which movements are best for your body. You're allowed to modify, to remove anything that doesn't feel okay, and always going at your own pace. Now we'll inhale, bring those palms up, rotate them to face the ceiling, and reach. The arms lower down beside the body. Nice breath in, really deep, and a full exhalation down. So you're checking in with your shoulders to make sure that this movement, this range of motion feels okay for you today. So for you, if it doesn't, maybe you're just coming up a little bit, flowing through a comfortable, pain-free range of motion. Now we'll separate heaven and earth. So the arms come up, the right palm turns to face up as the left palm turns to face down, and we push the arms opposing directions. Then the right arm floats back down to meet the left. Come up to the midsection, turn the left palm to the ceiling, the right palm pushes away, and then lower that arm down. Big inhale, keep inhaling, then exhale. Separating heaven and earth. Let's do one more on each side. Right palm up. Left palm up. Now we'll add a side bend after we separate heaven and earth. Right palm up, hold, side bend, and push your palms toward the opposite sides of the room. As you come up, the right arm floats back down to meet the left. Other side, left palm up, and side stretch. And release it down. Inhale, keep inhaling. Then exhale to press. Lower the arm down. Left palm. And lower down. Now slightly bring your feet in a little bit closer as we add balance to this. So breathe in, right palm up, left palm down. Now as you side stretch to your left, shift your body weight into your left foot. Step back behind in a small curtsy with your right foot and side stretch. Then step back and release that arm down. Inhale, separate heaven and earth, left palm up. Shift your body weight into the right foot. Step your left foot behind and side stretch. Good, let's do it again, twice more on each side. Right palm up. Shift your body weight. Tap your toe behind, side stretch. And come up. Left palm up. Shift your weight into your right foot. Tap your left foot behind. Boy, I can feel a big difference from one side of my body to the other today in balance. Right palm up. Shift to the left. Side stretch. And release. One more to go. Left palm up. Left foot steps behind. Side stretch. And release it down. All right, let's bring your feet to first position. Toes turned out. Palms are in front. Step out to the right with a demi-plie. We bend our knees. Close in. Left side. Demi-plie and close. Now at your own pace, alternating sides. Still warming up through our shoulders. Focusing on the lower body here, the quadriceps and the glutes. A little bit in our lower leg and our calf. Shoulder blades are down. If this is uncomfortable for your arms, we can come low. 8 and 7. 6. Is the microphone picking up my creaky flooring? I'm going to try to step in a different spot. And one more on each side. That's better. Now just out to the right side, we step and lift, step and lift, out and up, out and up. Focusing on the outer thigh, the hip muscles. It's up to you how low you go, and focusing on balance. Arms can come down if they get tired. 8, 7, 6, and 4. Nice and stable through the abdominals. Last one, close to first. Relax your arms, take a little shoulder roll. Arms are out. We step left and lift. So I do have the turnout in my feet. So when I come down, I'm in a wide second position as I plie. Knees are tracking right over the center of the feet. And abdominals really engaged. 10 more on this side. Shoulders are tired, you can just relax them. 8, 7. Excellent. Last 4. And 3, 2, and 1. Close to first. Relax shoulders and roll. Take a nice shoulder expansion. So pull the shoulder blades back. Open up through the chest. Maybe lift the chest toward the ceiling slightly. Just a gentle baby back bend. And then release the arms down. We should feel warmed up. Heart rate up a little bit. Ready to move into some calf work. So I'm going to use my chair here for balance right in front of me, like a ballet bar. Bring your feet to parallel, and we'll raise up on the toes, up and down, up and down. I want your posture really nice. Shoulder blades back, look directly forward. Whenever we look down, that affects our posture. Where your head goes, the rest of your body follows. So keep the chin up, the eye gaze on the horizon. Both legs, 4 more, and 3, 2, up and hold. Now drop your right heel down, come back up, and your left heel down, come back up. Right and left. So each time we finish, we're stopped at the top. Right heel and up, left heel and up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now make it a running action. Down and switch. Down and switch. So my knees are passing each other. I'm never stopping at the top. Got continuous motion. And we're learning this on the calves so we can use this technique when we get to some of our strength training in the upper body. Now you can stay completely upright. If your chair is stable or if you're using a wall, take your feet back behind you a little bit and continue the running action. So I have my body on an angle, but make sure your chair doesn't slip out from underneath you. You can go back even a little further. So you're in more of a leaning plank position. This is going to give you a better stretch through your calves. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Step in and release the chair. Roll the shoulders. And just check in, see how the lower body's feeling. Now we can use the chair in front of us for balance if you need it. We're going to step the right foot back into a lunge, down, and then the left. Right and left. Eyes on the horizon, so the upper back is lifted and we're not leaning this forward. You can release the chair, lunge, lunge. It's up to you how low you take this. Down, up, down, up. 10 more. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Arms are down. We'll start with our heaviest workload as we do some strong muscle group training. Now you can always go down if you feel like you need to lower that workload or release your weights altogether. Weights are in front of your thighs. Pull up into an upright row and lower down. So if you do the first couple, you might know right off the bat if it's a little too heavy for this. But we also can use a technique called drop setting. You can try a heavier weight for as many as you can do with good form, And then you can quickly set them down and go to a lower weight and continue your set. 2 more. 1 more. And then alternate right and left. We lift, lower. This is our unilateral training. Now notice where my shoulders are coming up, or the elbows. They're lower than my shoulders when I lift. So back in the day, we used to do upright rows like this. Then we realized, oh, you know what? That's not good for the shoulder joint. So a lot of us did them incorrectly 30 years ago. So really watch that form. Now we're going to bring this into the running action. So they're going to pass each other. So as the right one's up, left one's down, they pass each other in the middle. The arms are running. It's very functional work. Nice job. 15 seconds. Really feeling that in the shoulders, upper trapezius. 1 more each side. And release it down, rest. Excellent. Roll the shoulders back. Now hinge yourself forward into a bent over row position. And we'll do rows, pulling both elbows to the back and down. This is like a small baby chair position. Make sure you're not bent over clear here from the waist. We're at about a 45 degree. Little pinch in the shoulder blades. Exhale. Nicely done. Now unilateral, 1 with the right, 1 with the left. So each time you finish, both arms are down. Abs really stable here. Check your head position. Make sure it's a nice neutral cervical spine. 8, 7. Navel gently pulls into the backbone to support the lower back. Knees are bent. Now we'll make this a running action. So we go 1 and the other. 1 and the other. Now if you need to really slow this down, feel free to do that. You can start to add some rotation of the body. So this type of movement is very functional. There are a lot of hobbies and sports. So maybe kayaking, for instance, where you're going one direction and then the other. Bicycling, running. 5 more each side. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come up. Relax those shoulders. To give the arms a break, you can bring the weights to your chest or set them all the way down to the floor. We're going to come to first position. We did this in the warm-up. Demi-plie to the right and lift the leg. Now step back in to the other side. Demi-plie, lift, step back into first. Nice job. Excellent. So I'm stepping out, softening through the knees, using the quads and glutes. I have a nice balance challenge as the leg lifts. 5 more repetitions. 4 more. We've got 2 on each side. One more each side. And relax. Bring your arms down. We've got bicep curls coming up. Both arms curl and down. So there's 2 basic styles of curls. You can rotate, the palms come up, the palms come down, or you can keep the palms facing in. This is the hammer curl. Starting with both arms at the same time, making sure your workload is appropriate for this exercise. Then we'll move into unilateral, one on the right side, one on the left. Right, left. Check in on your posture, eyes on the horizon. Then we'll make this a running action. So we go right, left, right, left. Nice job. Take breaks when you need to. Our focus this month is endurance. So we've got a little bit longer sets. 8, 7, 6. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1, and rest it down. Lowering your weight just a little bit, unless you're already kind of a lighter workload. And we'll roll those shoulders back. So let's do another set of biceps. And I'm going to give you the option to run your feet at the same time. So start that running action. And then we run the feet. So you're shifting your body weight side to side into the ball of the foot, picking up the heel. 8, 7, 6, 4. Ooh, I'm feeling those biceps. Last 2 and 1, and rest it down. All right, so I'm going to move into overhead presses. If it is harmful for your shoulders to do overhead presses, remember the upright rows. I'm going to have you do another set of upright rows. Otherwise, we'll bring the weights to the shoulders about the level of the chin, and as we press up, we're going to go slightly on an angle. So not pressing directly above the head, but slightly on an angle. Make sure you have the weight that's the correct workload for this exercise. Three more, both arms together. And 2. And 1. Unilateral movement, one on the right, one on the left. Good. Nice core engagement here. Now we'll make this a running style movement. So it's right, left. They're passing each other right about in the middle. Now you can make this smaller if you need to bring it right in here. "15 seconds. Feeling the heat in the muscles, building strength, building endurance. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come down and relax. Excellent. Roll those shoulders out. Relax the upper neck, the upper back muscles. Now, the weights should be okay to go the same workload as you did for overhead presses. Soften the knees, slightly lean over. Bring the elbows up. We'll do a tricep kickback, both arms at the same time. Straighten and bend. Now notice when I bend my elbows, I'm only coming here to my hips. What I don't want to do is swing the arms forward and then toss them back out. So the arms don't go to the front, just to the back. Now your shoulders are really working here just to keep your elbows up. If you need a break, take it, then come back in. Unilateral, right and left, right and left. Good. Now get ready. Make this a running action. Right, left, right, left. Pushing behind you. Really working the back of the upper arm. Keep it going. 10, 9, 8. Knees are bent. Little bit of a forward hinge from the hips. 5, 4, 3, ooh, feeling it. 2, 1, and 1. Rest. Come up, roll those shoulders. Take it down to your lightest weight. I've got 3 pounders, and this is going to be plenty heavy. All right, arms are in front. Slow front raise. Arms come up and arms lower. So if all you have today is something that's too heavy for this, you can do it without your weights altogether, or you can slightly bend your elbows and make it more of a bent arm forward raise. Not really a bicep curl, because I still want you to work your shoulders. 2 more with both arms. 1 more. Unilateral, 1 on the right side, 1 on the left. So not the running action yet. Both arms are down at the same time. Not coming up any higher than the tops of your shoulders. Now make this a running action. We go the right and the left. So when you're at the bottom, there's only 1 arm down at the bottom. They're switching about halfway. You can keep it a little lower right in here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax down. Roll the shoulders out. Move your neck a little bit. Make sure you're not carrying any tension in your upper traps. Same light weight. Last exercise in this bent over small chair position. Bring the arms right next to the sides of your body. Keep your arms straight as we press the palms back behind you and lower back down. So the exercise previous to this, we worked the front of the shoulders. Now we're working the back of the shoulders. So we've got opposing muscle group work. We've got to have a little bit of a forward lean with our body so we can get gravity in the right place to work the muscle we want to work. 2 more. One more time. Unilateral, one on the right, one on the left. They're both ending down at the bottom. Good. We've got 4 more here. Last 4. 3, 2. Now make it a running action. So we go right, left, right, left. Really good control. So you can make this smaller. Try not to get momentum going. Your shoulders can rotate slightly, but keep your pelvis still. Your core really engaged. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax and come on up. Give those shoulders a little rest. So we worked the front of the shoulders. We worked the back of the shoulders. Now we'll work the side of the shoulders. So the weights start in front and we open out and lower down. So adjustments, if you only have heavy weight and this is not doable for you, set them down all together and just lift your arms with no workload. Or you can bend your elbows a fair amount. So you can shorten this lever and bend your elbows here. 4 more with both arms. 3 more. You choose the range of motion. And 2. 1. Unilateral, one on the right, left. They finish both at the bottom. So one arm is completely resting while the other arm works. Last 4, 3, 2. Now make this a running action. So we go right, left, right, left. You can slow it down or shorten the range of motion any amount. Now make sure you're not getting your upper body into this, tipping yourself side to side. Your form is perfect. Posture as perfect as you can get it. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, roll those shoulders. Good work. Okay, we're coming down onto our back. So I want you to pick a couple of different weights to have close by for you to grab. So I'm going to bring my 5s and my 3s down next to the sides of my mat. Take your time to get down onto your back. And we'll start with our heaviest weight first for the same technique with chest presses. So I'll grab my 5s here. And we'll come down. We'll bring the weights, palms facing each other, right at the top, slightly below the top of the chest, and bend both elbows down toward the mat and push up. Arms are working together. Feet can be on the mat or your knees can be in tabletop for more core connection. Slightly compress that lower back down into the mat. Now, I haven't talked a lot about breathing, So just inhale and exhale when it feels best for you, because as we change these rhythms to our unilateral and our running, it's a little bit much to think about breathing during that section. So just let your body do what feels best for you with the breath. 2 more with both arms. Elbows are staying close to the sides of your body. Last one. Unilateral, one on the right, one on the left. So both arms are up at the same time. One arm is completely still while the other arm works. Four more each arm. 3, 2. Are you ready to run these? Here we go. It's down and switch. Really functional work. A little bit more attention to your core, to your abdominals. Slow it down as much as you need, or even shorten this range as much as you need. You don't have to go all the way to the top. This feels better for your shoulders. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Give your arms a break, set your weights down. Hug your knees up into your chest. We're going to do a little bit of a bicycle with the abdominals. So your feet can be on the mat, or your knees can be up in tabletop. Let's start with a basic crunch right up the center. So we lift and lower. So the area now we're going to be doing for unilateral and for running is actually our abdominals, so our core muscles. 2 more crunches, relax your neck. Head is relaxed into your fingertips. Now unilateral, go over to the right side and the left. So when you finish, both shoulders are down. Option to bring the opposite knee up and down. Take breaks when you need to, but really go for endurance. Four more on each side. Then I'm going to give you a break before we go into running with this, because I want you to relax your head for a little bit. 2 more. Last one. Relax your neck completely. Take a couple breaths. So if you don't want to do the running version, you'll go back to unilateral. You want to do the running version, both feet need to be off the floor at the same time because your legs are going to run as you're doing the bicycling action. So the knees are up. Fingertips support the head. Lift your head and shoulders up slightly, and we'll come into running here. So we go to the right and left. The core is running. The legs are running. And my nose is running. So Judith, I looked up that phenomenon of the nose running when you're in a cold space or you're working out outside. And now I can't remember what it's called. That's some kind of rhinitis. So there's a nerve that gets stimulated that causes your sinuses to overproduce mucus. So it looks like you have a cold, but you don't. Your nose just runs. Last 4. It's just annoying. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Oh boy, I felt those. Let's give the core a rest. Go back into the arms. So these are triceps. You might want to use your lightest weights depending on how your triceps are feeling. I'm going to go for my 5s and see how that goes. So the weights are back up, palms are parallel, and we bend the elbows so the weights come next to the ears and back up. The upper arm doesn't move, so your shoulders are nice stabilizers here as the tricep works. Feet can stay on the mat, or you can bring knees up to tabletop to really challenge your core muscles here. Three more repetitions with both arms. And this gives you a good indication to make sure your weight choice is correct for you today. Last one. Unilateral action. The right one bends and the left. Now you don't have to match my pace. I want you to go the speed that works good for you. Make sure your form stays good. You're in control of the weights. They're not in control of you. 2 more each side for unilateral. And then we've got running. Right, left. They're passing each other right about in the middle. You're still not moving your shoulders. So sometimes when we start running in this position, our arms start going down like this. So I want to make sure upper arms are really still. You're only bending your elbows. Let's get 15 seconds. Four. Hi, Trico. 3, 2, and 1. Bring those arms down. Relax for a moment. I'm going to go down a little bit lighter as we're working on chest flies. When we do the running on this exercise, I want you to go extremely slow. Or we're going to go faster, but we're just going to do a tiny range of motion. So I'll show you when we get there. Both arms are up. We open both of them out like butterfly wings and then close them together. Open, close. Slightly compress your low back down into the mat, making sure your core is zipped up. Now this is a long distance of movement, so we're going slower to get through that range of motion. One more time. Unilateral, one on the right arm, all the way out and up, one on the left. You can bend your elbows any amount here to shorten the lever. Make sure your arms aren't coming up in front of your face, so we don't want to be doing this way up here. So pull your arms down over the center of your chest and then open out directly here. One more each arm on unilateral. And And then take it really slow for running. So the right arm goes out and they're going to switch back and forth. So as the right arm is going out, the left arm is coming up and vice versa. If you do this with knees in table, you are really going to feel the core connection here. Now you can make it smaller right in here. Go one and the other, one and the other. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Bring the legs down. Relax your weights. We're going to either come to a plank position on the floor or on the wall or on your chair if the chair isn't going to move. So we're going to do some running with the legs again. This is our mountain climber work. So choose your position. I'll demonstrate on the mat, but you can step up and put your hands on a wall and walk your feet back behind you to a modified plank position. All right, so we're up into our plank. You can also have your knees down. We'll just hold briefly. Make sure you have really good alignment here. Nice neck position. Abdominals engaged. Now with the legs, unilateral, we'll tap one foot forward and take it back. Other foot taps forward and take it back. Let's do 5 more on each leg. This is a great one that you can do up against the wall. You still really get a good amount of work. 3 more. 2 more each side. Last one. And then relax. So take a break for your shoulders. If you're on the floor in plank, do a child's pose. If you're standing up against the wall, just shake your arms out. Give your wrists a break. Now, if you're up against the wall or on a chair, it's not the best to do running. I mean, you can. So I'm going to come up against the wall and show you. You can lean into this and you can run. But that's really difficult because one foot has got to be off the floor and they've got to switch back and forth. It's much easier done in plank. If you don't want to do the running version, just do unilateral one more time. So let's come up to our plank. You choose unilateral or running. So we go right, left, right, left. Just 15 seconds. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax knees and rest. Ooh, that one's a challenge. That really spiked my heart rate up. All right, time to work some flexibility. So come over to a mermaid. So I have both of my feet off to the left side of my mat. Right hand is on the mat. Extend the left arm up, open back, stretch. Inhale, then exhale and reach underneath your arm, look behind you. Inhale, open up. Exhale and wring out any tension in your spine. One more. reach up, hold. If you can grab your ankle right there, if that's accessible for you, pick it up and pull your leg back and do a stretch here for your quad. You can also lace your yoga strap around the ankle, or you can just move your leg back and then slightly lean your body back so you're feeling this stretch here in the quad. If you want a little bit more core and balance, pick up your right hand off the mat. Good, good, good. Breathe. Nice posture. All right, release your ankle. Try to bend this knee at more of a 90-degree position and drop your chest forward to give your hips a stretch. So this is a modified pigeon, more of a seated position with pigeon. Relax your head. I like to stack my fists and relax the forehead right on top of my hands. You can use a yoga block or a pillow. Slow your breathing. All right, let's slowly rise up out of that position. The leg that's in the back, the left leg, bring it up. You can either set it right in front of your right shin or cross it all the way over. A little bit more pretzel-y, so do what feels okay for you and turn to look over your left shoulder. And then you also might feel a stretch in the other hip right here, the glute and down the outer thigh. We'll come back to center and repeat that sequence to the other direction. So both of your legs go off to the right side. Left hand is on the mat in your mermaid position. Reach up, open back, inhale. Then exhale and reach under. Look over your left shoulder behind you. 2 more. Slow inhale. And exhale. And 1 more. Reach up, hold. Take hold of that outside ankle with your right hand. Pick it up. Bring it back. Take your options here if you can't reach the ankle. That's absolutely fine. Maybe balance. There's a lot of reasons we can't reach our ankle, and a big one at this stage of the game is not having the range of motion in our knee to bend it that far, which is kind of the way my knees are heading. But that's okay. We make do. Okay, let's release that quad stretch. This front knee bends more to 90 degrees. As long as that feels okay to your knee, then fold your body over the front leg to stretch your hip. Modified pigeon. Try to relax your head and neck and breathe slowly. Find a rhythmical pace of the breath. Slowly press yourself up. The right leg comes forward. We can place it here or cross it over. Sit up tall. Look over your right shoulder and twist. Our twists are more successful if we have a long spine and we can unload the discs and the vertebrae to create that rotation. So if we're sitting slumped, our twist is not going to be as beneficial as therapeutic, as if our spine is lengthened. Then we'll come back to center, bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly. Let your knees gently open out, sit up tall, and hinge forward from your hips. Relax your lower back, your inner thighs, and breathe. Then keep your butterfly position as you come up. You can just relax your forearms onto your thighs or your palms to create some heaviness to open the hips a little more. And tip your right ear toward your right shoulder so that we're lengthening the left side of your neck. And bring it up. Tip the left ear toward the left shoulder. Oh, that side feels a little tighter today. And come back to neutral. Open both arms, inhale. Exhale, set the right hand down. Without leaning over to the right, just do a side stretch. So I could go farther if I lean over, but keep both of your sitting bones down and just open the waist. Inhale, come back up. Drop the left hand. Side stretch without leaning over. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, goalpost arms, pull your shoulder blades back. If this position is getting uncomfortable for your hips, you can straighten your legs out, slightly separate them. Pull those shoulder blades, open up the heart. And one more breath, reach up, inhale, and exhale down. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me this morning for Mind Body Blend. I hope you had a really good challenge with some of the running actions. You were able to do everything really well. I'll shut my recording off. I know we've got a small group, and if anybody can stay and chat, I would love it. If not, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.